recording. She is the Arts and Programming Manager for Pyramid Hill. Gracious of them to invite UC students here to exhibit boost for confidence, to be able to show our stuff. If you guys get a chance while I'm talking, you might want to walk around her, because I really think she's as pretty from the back as she is from the front. But this is Chakaia, and just to give you a quick explanation, our class assignment was to make something to demonstrate containment. And for me, containment, when she said that, I thought, you know, the ultimate in containment for me is the artist's mind, and how we have ideas and we have conversations we want to have with people, and then we build them out into an actual something for you to see and absorb. And so the idea that, you know, we contain this information that we want to put out in the world is important, that our message get out. And the reason I picked Chakaia Booker, who is what this sculpture represents. Chakaia Booker, you guys might have seen, she actually is an artist that is exhibited here in the park. She's done a number of tire sculptures. You'll see one right up by, is that the pavilion, Gabby?
Yes, ma'am.
There's it kind of looks like big wings. There's another one at the top of this hill that looks like a picture frame. And I thought, you know, to really kind of get into her head, maybe I should create what she works in. The medium I work in, and Tabby has some glass in that bag, so you guys can get an idea of what the glass looks like and feels like. Glass naturally, when you fire it, wants to get to 6 millimeters thick. So unless you put something on to squash it, it's always going to want to go to 6 millimeters thick. So the face is 6 millimeters thick, and it was made out of a clay mold, and then it was molded in alginate, and then there was an alginate mold made of that, and then it was molded again in the negative in plaster, reinforced by fiberglass, and then slumped. And it was so big for the kiln and so heavy with the mold that actually broke the kiln shell. Fortunately, the face survived. And I just wanted to mention, as far as the structure is concerned, this arch here was really important. It was designed like that because I wanted it to elevate her, but I didn't want you to see the post that's supporting her head and the rest of the structure. We used to have a boat, it was called a Beneteau, and it had this kind of design in the body of it, so that when you went inside, the mast didn't obstruct, you know, where you walked within the belly of the boat. And so we kind of took it from that. And then I think the beautiful tie-in really is the fact that it's recycled, and today's representative of Earth Day, and it takes between 50 and 80 years for a tire to decompose. So being able to repurpose that kind of material into something that, you know, people can enjoy, and it doesn't just go into the waste pile, is kind of nice.
So all those tires are used?
Not all of them. There are a couple of bicycle tires on here that are not used, but the fun thing I think too about this is that, you know, it's got a lot of mileage on it, even though it's a relatively new work of art. But there are tires that took people to work and took people to the hospital and to have their babies, and then there are tires that were really just for fun, like ATV and motorcycle tires, and there's a big difference between tires. The tires on a car have steel belts in it, so be careful if you touch it, because the steel belts really can hook you. But there is another type of tire called a non-bias tire, and that's much easier to cut because it doesn't have the metal